And I call this meeting to order at 4 p.m. Yeah. Do we have something?
I don't know if we have.
Oh, no, because I forgot to grab it while I was up there.
No, well,
There you
all of our
go.
creditors will just have to wait.
Yeah, it was over, the checks are already in the mail, so.
Yeah.
The checks are in the mail. It's just we're authorizing it by signing it.
Yep.
All right. So roll call. Morgan McCabe here. Joe Bachman, Vice President here.
Right, in spirit, yes.
Yeah, ditto. Tony Martin, member at large.
Here.
Triana Buckman, no. Dave and Steve, no. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I have minutes for you guys. Sorry, I didn't get those distributed because I was putting tables and tears away. There you go. And here's a spare one for. Right.
Okay.
All righty. We will postpone approval of. I propose that we postpone approval of the May 2026 minutes due to work conflicts
Yep.
by the secretary, until July 7th. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Joe made the
I
motion
will second the motion.
and Tony seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Any resolutions?
Not at this time.
Old business, park security, we've got the new cameras up. Some of them, and they're working nicely, and we're gonna let the other ones go back to Uchimachiki here. What do we think? Where are we at?
Probably have to talk to AC Low Voltage and see if they buy them back, if they take them back, or if they.
We'll sell them on eBay.
Yeah,
Is
Okay.
that their computer thing mounted to the wall too?
yes,
Because we don't need any of that, do we?
no.
Okay, so on
I think
the,
we should investigate that.
on this note, security, the people that live directly across the street from the park said, oh, there was quite a to-do here last night. Did you hear about it? No? Well, he said there was a fire truck, an ambulance, police presence. So I checked the cameras and I couldn't stay long. It was in front of the somebody wandered onto the basketball court from the west off of Tyler, dressed in a white sweatsuit outfit, or off-white gray maybe. And hung around on the fence for a while. It was hard to distinguish what they were doing.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see the time. This all happened around midnight. I didn't see what time, who got there first. But when I saw the next big event on there was all three vehicles. Shortly before that, the county had been there talking to somebody from New Chicago. So whoever was on duty last night in the county were having a chit chat out there. And I don't know what the upshot of it was, but they said they took them away.
Okay.
Now, when Tony emptied the garbage cans for lunch and learn today, or for lunch, he noted that there were
Clothing in there.
all kinds of items that
Like
Clothing.
Bags of clothing, a hamper full of clothing, like kind of stinky old used people's clothing.
In the dumpster or in the actual?
In the trash cans
Oh,
facing
by the
the
pavilion.
pavilion.
near the large pavilion. So like I said, I had a meeting at 11. We got over there at 10. We opened up for lunch and learn, and then I had to get back home.
I can go after the meeting today, or after the meeting tonight, I can go over and take a better look at the
Mhm.
cameras.
Yeah. Obviously, before we call, and the reason I brought it up is because obviously before we take anything down, we need to make sure we have coverage on that side because, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll put up.
Yeah, one of those cameras will go up on that side.
So, yeah, we'll find time to get over there maybe this week or something and
Mm,
mount those up.
But I think the blink is going to work nicely.
I think so too.
I think it's a good idea. Now, I haven't gotten any notifications from, but obviously the geese are walking on the lawn and people are walking their dogs on the lawn, but I'm not getting notifications. Do I need to do something different in my app?
Maybe
I would say it should be, well, I know for a little while the other day it was disarm because you have to add more cameras, you have to disarm the system,
Right,
and then I forgot to rearm it. But I did rearm it.
okay,
And then I don't know if when I go in and tell it to snooze the notifications for a few hours because I'll be at work sitting at my desk trying to do paperwork and all of a sudden it's bidding, 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 bidding,
There's a kid on the
bidding.
slide. There's a kid on the swings. There's a kid on the.
Right. I'll go in and I'll hit snooze and I'll set it for like 2 hours, 3 hours. So I don't know if that just does it to me or if that's an
and it could be that my settings,
wide thing.
yeah,
or
so
is
it
your
might be that my settings, I've already turned it off because it's my app,
right.
and with ours at home, I don't have it tell me something's going on all the time.
Yeah.
All right,
So that could be. It
It's
could
a
be.
setting we need to look at, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, I will check that out then. Did we have a chance to find out about cost on overlay or, seal coat parking lot?
No.
I didn't. I'm sorry, I'm reading this, which is overlay.
No. No, we haven't priced that out yet.
But now we have square footage, right? Oh,
Square footage of the parking lot?
Did we not? Didn't we at one point in time figure out what the square footage of it was? Oh, okay, so if you have time, when you have your wheel with you, could you just give a ballpark?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, you want the part by the basketball court and the main lot and
The connecting,
the small lot and the connectors.
yeah, we probably should just get,
So the entire thing,
Yeah.
essentially.
yeah, any
Yeah.
asphalt we got. I was gonna say, yeah, you can do that, or I can do it with my phone, which was surprisingly.
oh, that's right. I forgot the phone will do it. Okay, so let's,
Should we do it even easier if we're gonna do it, if we're gonna do the whole thing? Cause I would end up chunking it out anyway. I would do
Sure.
the parking lot, the basketball court, and then the little connector, then the main lot, and then the connector, and then that south lot. Just to keep everything as rectangles.
And then, from the bridge, then over to the pour and play, and then.
Oh, that's stuff too.
All
Okay.
that's asphalt.
Yeah.
It should all be,
Mhm.
it should all get.
It should all,
Spiffed
yeah, and that stuff hasn't been done in a few years. I know that.
Mhm.
But yeah, the parking lot areas, at least we just do from Google Earth.
Oh, is that accurate enough?
Oh, yeah.
I think if we get in the ballpark, it'll get us an idea of like how many
How many gallons?
5-gallon drums of this stuff we need. And we can do it section at a time. We don't get it all done. And then we need to figure the cost for paint to redo the lines.
Yeah.
mhm. Seems to me that the two parking lots are the prime targets right now because,
Yeah.
and if we start with the one next to the basketball court, because it's the one that's the most visible and it makes it look like we care. So that would, maybe if we can just figure that out.
Yeah,
Because we can't do this all in one fell swoop unless we hire somebody to come out and do it. So it would be, I think piecemealing it out since it's us that will be doing it. Unless there's a ton of people out there willing to help volunteer. I'm sorry, that was a hopeful statement. Don't laugh at
I'm
me.
sorry.
Okay.
If you're out there and you want to volunteer, we'd love to have you help us.
Moving on. Fencing. We still have to deal with getting out there with chainsaws, taking a look at that fence and seeing if it's cable, not gonna come down on somebody. And then also figuring out, I investigated the cost of, it would be a lot to do what I was hoping we could do, which is the split rail with,
Split rail is expensive.
I think John has said that he has more of those staves. If we can seat those, like a bag of that, Quikrete, or half a bag of Quikrete and a post hole digger, and just go along and then tack hard cloth onto it. It doesn't have to be 6 feet high. It can be, people could step over it as long as the geese can't walk, the baby geese.
You have to just remove the straight.
Because they're gonna fly over it one way or the other, I know that,
Yeah.
but, we just want something that's like 3.5 feet high. whatever
Well,
the
you're talking
roll
about
of,
something that then would stay up all year round.
yep. Yeah, cause it dawns on, hindsight, always better than foresight, but the plastic stuff was too easy for the kids to pull on and play with and everything else. But it was all we could afford at the time. Hard
Mhm.
cloth will be twice that, but it will do the job better. And like, we need to do that in the next 30 days, if we can.
Okay.
So it would just be the rolls of the hard cloth. Cause I think we can use the staves and the concrete.
Mhm.
So that they can't just pull those out of the ground. We make it a little harder to work.
That, we'd rent one of those postal digger get like we did when we did the trees.
The auger, yeah.
Auger.
Cause if you're gonna do them by hand, that will add considerable
Okay.
amount of time.
So I can do I can try and work up a thing on that.
Is that from Sunbelt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just phone call, right?
yeah.
Do we have an account there or do?
We no longer do. We had an account 2 or 3 businesses ago, 2 or 3 name changes of,
Yeah, cause it used to be something.
it was something else and it
Mhm.
was something else before that and it was something else before that. And we had an account when it was the something else. And, I think one of the times when it switched, Robert just let it drop because they had all the tools and stuff finally.
Mhm.
Do they have an auger?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
And
But they have everything else they might possibly need to rent. No. Okay.
yeah, no, they're gonna use like a little mini, like scoop to get stuff out. They're not gonna
Yeah.
use an auger, so.
Well, many,
Cause they use an auger, they're gonna tear through their water.
No, I didn't know if they had. Well, I didn't know if they
I
had
thought, that's
to
kind of weird. I can't
mount
imagine.
stop signs and things like that.
Oh, that is, that's just, postal pounder. That's.
I didn't know if they pounded them in or if they dug and put cement in for them.
Those are normally just pounded in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what they got.
Yeah, generally those are just a pound in.
Okay.
Um, I did what's going on with the pond. John Squires is still pretty confident that there's a clog on our end of the east end of the pond before it goes. He said he's kind of done some investigating and he feels that we've got a clog down there. And I don't know, the last time that we had that issue, Robert George was able to come out and use the backhoe.
Yeah, okay, let's go out and take a look and.
So, and I know right now it's not the time to ask him, but I was wondering if the two of you felt like you could investigate it a little bit further, or with one of you with John?
So where are we looking at?
The east end of the pond?
Where it goes down and then it goes under the street and goes over to the other side.
Okay, we can look at it and go, hi pipe.
Yeah.
You can see the pipe is on a,
Poke around it.
How-
Every time I've looked over there, I've been able to see the end of the pipe and went, oh, look, there's an end of pipe.
but is it jammed inside it? That's what we don't know.
That's what we
How
don't
would we
know.
know?
And until that water drops, unless one of us has scuba gear, we're never gonna know.
Okay. Oh, well.
I mean, we could rent a rotor-rooter and walk out there and feed a rotor-rooter through there.
Well, not if it's rocks that people have.
Well, we
shoved
don't
in.
know what's in there. Yeah, we can try and see.
Right.
I mean, I'm
We
thinking,
almost need a camera or something to go through it.
yeah, I mean, we can get out there, we can slosh out there and try to like dig and see if there's something obvious right below the surface of the pipe, right inside the pipe or something.
We literally have to look, we wouldn't have to dig anything, cause I can literally see, even when the water was up at its highest,
Yeah, I can see
I could
that.
see the top of the pipe.
Yeah.
So it's either something down inside
pipe,
there,
yeah.
So we're gonna have to either slosh out there and reach our hand down in, because we're not gonna be able to see anything.
Yeah.
The
Well,
pipe
maybe I
run
could
this
in-
way or this way?
Yes.
The answer to that is yes.
It goes down at an angle and then goes under the street and then comes up on the other side.
So when the water is going out of the pond, it's flowing in here or it's flowing in there?
It's mowing kind of on
I
a.
understand that it's gonna need to go underneath the
Kind of
street,
on an
that
angle.
part.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's almost a 45 roughly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's about this big around.
So if we had waders, do you know anybody that's got waders? I wonder if John's got waders.
John will have waders.
Okay, well,
See if John has.
we need waders.
And then maybe we can look up, maybe those snaky cameras are getting pretty inexpensive. We should take a look online and see how much they are and investigate, then we can.
I mean, with the kids and the things they do down at the park, who knows?
Yeah,
One of them could have decided it was a great idea to take some of those landscape blocks they're throwing into the pond and stuff it in there, and now it's trapped a bunch of stuff. And so we would need to dislodge something in order, because especially if it's got an angle or is this way, it makes it harder to get it back out,
Yeah.
right? Because it goes in and it lodges and gravity holds it in place. That's why.
Yeah.
Or a camera. Okay, so a camera might be. Alrighty.
We'll take a look.
yeah, because it's gonna be dark down inside that pipe and being underwater, the light's gonna reflect back up, so you're only gonna see so far down.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of those little.
that's why I keep saying we either gotta wait for it to go down, or we have to have a camera or scuba gear.
I don't
And
wanna
a
go.
very small scuba diver.
And a very tight wetsuit, because I don't wanna come in contact with that pond water.
Right. So the main basketball court parking lot area is roughly 889 square yards.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. That'll help. I'm gonna figure out
So we can calculate how many cans of that stuff and then we'll see
a bunch.
if we have, what room we have in the
This
budget.
many.
I don't know, 5, 10, something like that. But then we also need the brushes and,
John has those.
doesn't he?
Honestly,
Oh, that's right, he does it every year, doesn't he? A lot of people with asphalt
Mhm.
drives and are on Van Buren do it every year.
I was saying for that, it's just kind of a squeegee.
Yeah, it's a big funky squeegee thing.
Yeah,
He's got,
squeegee.
'cause I borrowed one from him last time I did ours.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Yeah, I would figure for 900 square yards just to,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
account for any, this being off any.
right. Well, usually they don't do rough estimates, they do big estimates, like, 1,000 square feet on the cans, so. Let's see. So mulch, we're waiting until Robert is available to bring us some more mulch, but we really need it for the trees.
They're out reading meters right now.
I know, it's a big first of the month.
And apparently the radio read situation is not going smoothly.
No.
The transition is, and I kind
So
of.
sorry to hear
That's
that.
the way, I knew it.
I thought it was gonna make their lives easier.
It will down the road, but I knew, because ours haven't even been switched over, because the guys came and took it. The installers looked at ours and said, no, yours is different for some reason, and so water company's gonna change yours. So I don't know when they're gonna do that.
What water company?
Ours,
Ours.
New Chicago Water.
Oh, so these are other guys, these are not our guys installing them?
No, there's a company
Yeah,
we
yeah,
hired to
yeah,
come
yeah.
in and install these, but the guy, and one of their guys came and looked in our pit. And I said, oh, are you with the, you coming to install that? He said, no, we're just checking. There's different setups inside the pits. We're doing some of them, and some of them have some setup that is different somehow. And he said, your water company is gonna do yours.
So
I
New
don't know
Chicago
what's
will do ours,
new and
okay,
different about it.
all right, off topic, but,
Off topic.
Yeah.
All right, back we go.
so mulch is on hold until we figure out another way to get it to us. The trees are gonna need it soon though. Snack shack assessment is, we'll go ahead and start getting the murals off. But we have a procedure that involves the shipping container that we need to figure out a schedule on. Because we need to empty the shipping container and then load stuff out of the snack shack. Question that we both had, wanted to hear what your thoughts are, is where are we gonna put the computer?
Garage.
But it's not heated in the winter.
What computer?
Well, actually, see if the computer goes away with if we just switch to the blinks, then we don't need a computer.
Yeah,
Oh,
all we need is the internet.
We'll just move
Let's move the internet over into the garage.
into the garage.
all
So
right,
we need to do
okay.
that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and then whatever. I mean, if we need to put a space heater in the garage, we'll put a space heater.
Yeah, we can do that.
Keep everything.
Now, I'm not available to do any of that work until July. And I know that you and Trey are not available until August.
I'm not available till August.
Yeah.
She's not available until winter.
Wow.
She's on 5 months of midnights, so.
Right.
Yikes.
So
This
I'm
sounds
wondering
not
if Tony and I can we'll take charge of that.
I can help on Sundays. 'cause
Right.
Sunday is my one day off.
Right, and you don't wanna do
So-
that, but, but if Tony and I take charge of that, we'll do it as we can, catch, what do you call it, piecemeal, whatever.
Yeah,
Catch it as we can. And so we'll get that done, but it won't happen quickly.
right.
But in terms of taking it down,
We just gotta find somebody who can take it down. Someone who can demo it.
okay,
We can talk,
Robert George could probably take it down.
yeah, we gotta be able to dispose of everything too, though.
That's what we need. We'll need to bring in a dumpster. So that's what we'll need. We'll need a construction dumpster, a large
yeah,
construction dumpster.
yeah, that's a
I
given,
mean,
right?
we can, once we've stripped it all out and got everything out of it. I mean, if Robert George wants to like run into it with his front loader a little bit and see if he can get it to loosen up, then we can just sawzall chunks of it away and throw it in the dumpster, really.
Yeah. And,
We all need to wear masks. It is so loaded with mold and insect and
Yeah.
mouse droppings and,
and we can always treat it like the, old shed behind my house. Put a tow strap all the way around it, hook it up to a truck, popper and 4-wheel drive and see what happens.
We need a bigger.
pusher. Yeah, we need a bigger truck.
What
Yeah.
we thought with my shed too, because the first time we went to pull it, the strap just came in and the shed stayed standing.
Well, this your shed is.
Oh,
right.
Wow,
Shed was
I don't-
better than this.
I think, or it was newer or something.
Yeah, I mean, for that matter, I mean, this thing is, I think it's on skids. I don't know. We'll have to,
Yeah.
first we'll have to tear the deck off around the outside and see,
Mm.
but I think it's just on skids. I don't even think it's sitting on cinder blocks. I think
Yeah.
It's just on skids on the ground. We could probably drag it off of there.
Yeah, and then we have to make the area safe after that.
Mm.
Because it is in a park in a public area next to where kids play. So we have to make sure that the area is cordoned off and safe,
Mm.
after that. And then the shipping container, any issues with it, we'll deal with after that, but, in terms of painting and
Yeah.
whatever. Any other thoughts on either of those things?
No,
We just have to kind of think it through and prioritize what we want to spend time on, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, as I said, we'll just get it done as we can.
Because if fencing and seal coating are,
Yeah. Yeah, we're not saying we're gonna get this all done at once. We're
No, no,
just
no.
saying these are
Yeah.
things to put on the agenda and we will go from there.
Mhm.
But I just wanted to make sure that we were all in agreement.
Mhm.
We don't need to vote on that, do we?
no.
All right. The water fountain status, Tony, did you get it?
I have not received anything from the last plumber that came out, whose name slips my mind.
TLC,
TLC.
still waiting?
Still waiting to hear from TLC. I can give them a call and try to shake them up. I left a message with Velocity and I have no message back. And then we need to find a third.
Yeah, Jason said we needed the third.
Was that the
Yeah.
gist?
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty, so lunch at the, Twin Oaks started today. We noticed there were 2 clamshells in the garbage can, so I don't know if anybody showed up or if they showed up at noon and took the sandwiches home.
Don't,
Well, he was gone. I was in a meeting, so
Yeah,
I don't know if, and I haven't looked to see if the library made it or not.
well, if you look on the camera, if you go to check the camera, you can report on that.
yeah.
I did make some flyers. We could, whoever goes to town hall next, are you planning on being there in the next couple days or so?
Yeah, 'cause I gotta drop the laptop.
Okay.
off, so.
So there's flyers there and you could put one on the bulletin board.
Yep.
And, there's 2, and I'll put some up at the snack shack. I did put it on Facebook. The word is out there and it's on the sign and the signs are on the fence. We went down and did that this morning. I didn't hear anything from Kate or from Nick, so I'm assuming all went well.
Okay.
Dark in the park, one of us will be down there tomorrow to let, Shirley Heights get them started. I haven't gotten a list of what they want for tomorrow, I don't think, but I'll double check. I forgot about that. Dark in the park, we've kind of figured out that it's gonna be a parking lot event.
Mm-hmm.
And we're, brainstorming ideas for that. Still with NHS, still so that they can have a charitable event, but one night only.
So it'd be Saturday night with Sunday as the rain back.
Mm-hmm. That just will make our lives a lot less insane. October.
Oh, got a notification over there.
We got what?
Why do we have a Dweeble?
Got a notification on the laptop. Or something.
Oh,
That's, so this doubles as a speaker also,
Oh,
which I apologize to anybody who might be watching as I just tapped the top of the microphone.
probably hurt.
okay. Anything else under old business, y'all?
I don't think so.
Okay. New business, Eli Lilly, Legacy Foundation, Love Where You Live grant. Those are the proposals for, there are 2 different ones there that I'm going to insert into a letter of intent with the deadline, which is this coming Sunday. For 2 different approaches to making the basketball court a beautiful kind of a thing. So the first one was done with his looking at the basketball court on Google Earth and, comments from me. And then he wrote up what he thought might be. And then we met with him on Wednesday morning. Very nice guy, brought, these. You're welcome to take that one. To show the kind of work that they do. They have done an enormous amount of work all over the Midwest. And they have a product that they use, which is referenced in the demo the one with the ADA walkway.
Okay.
And so they put this on and it is like the safest surface to play basketball on in the world. It also would be 50 grand. As part of the grant, right? I mean, because we can't do this unless we get this $170,000 that we might ask for.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I wanted to make sure we all understood about this is one involves demolition of the existing pad, which he does not feel is necessary. He feels that we can raise the level of the current basketball court with another 4-5 inches of concrete.
Something like that, 4 or 5 inches. So
And
they're
then
gonna
this
pour
goes
concrete
on top.
of that.
Yeah.
This goes on top of that. That will solve our drainage issues.
Okay.
While we stood there and talked, we talked about the idea of having a walkway that goes around all but the north end of the park. So it would go on the west, south, and east side. So that if somebody, there would be entrances to the court on both the west and east side. Somebody wants to come in from the parking lot in a wheelchair they would have a way to get there.
Mhm.
And, so this would, it includes, the estimates both include backboards, which are mounted on a pier,
Mhm.
new fencing, and, this really super safe overlay. We talked to him a bit about how this stuff works, because the first thing we said was, well, dirt's gonna get down in there. Well, it sets up a little bit, so it actually gets underneath it,
Mhm.
and you can pretty much blow it off. So, it gets paint lines put on it, which usually last up to 10 years,
Okay.
and then may need to be touched up, repainted. They do all of that. This one shows the ramp that would be the edging, near the entrances so that a wheelchair can come in.
Mhm.
So it's pretty clever stuff. There are other ways to do this without this, which like, you know, if that's what it comes to and they say, we'll give you $100,000, then we'll spend $100,000 redoing the parking
We'll
lot.
look for another company. This company only does this.
Okay.
Yeah,
this
they
is
only
what they
do that. Well, they do, they put the concrete in for us, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where they could be with that, whatever. Yes. We'd see.
at any rate,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is, the initial idea that I'm going to put into the letter of intent.
Yeah.
I think it still makes a whole lot of sense. It does not include the lighting or seating that might surround it. It doesn't include benches and things like that. But it gives us a place to begin this conversation. One of the things that I do know about the, process for this is that in the letter of intent, and this is the question we need to decide, is that it should indicate that they will find it more favorable if we say we have some money we can put toward it. Now, I know that we don't have any money except in our building fund. So the question is, would we want to say that we were willing to commit X number of dollars from the building fund toward this?
I don't see why not, because I mean, we're taking down the concession stand. We're not getting it replaced anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it is building / construction.
right.
Mhm.
So I would have no problem saying, I wouldn't say let's put up all of the money.
Do we know what the number is in there right now?
20, somewhere between 27 and 29, I wanna say.
So we could throw a chunk.
Which will end up being a little less once we do the fountain.
That's true.
Yeah, because we're borrowing from it
Yeah,
to do the fountain,
Gotcha.
because we didn't have enough left over,
yeah.
so we're taking $3,000.
It's gonna be like 3 or 4 grand.
That we
Okay.
voted on that, I
Yeah.
think, last time.
So we'll have probably about 25, 22 to 25,000 in that account.
My inclination is, to say, that we would contribute 15 to 20 grand,
I'd be more comfortable with 10 to 15.
10 to 15.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the 10 to 15
Okay.
category right
Yeah.
now. That's
'Cause if
10% of the
Because if they
project.
come, because if they come back and say, oh, well, you got, only up 20 and we only got 22 in there, that's gonna leave us 2 grand. That doesn't leave much breathing room in case we need to have an emergency repair
You're right.
done to
Mm-hmm.
the
Mhm.
garage.
I was thinking our
Or
fund was a little
pavilion,
larger.
or-
I didn't know where it stood right now.
Yeah.
The oldest thing I had showed we had a lot more money there than that,
What do you mean by a lot more?
like 40.
No, you were looking at our regular fund. Back when we used to be appropriated for 40,000 a year.
Okay, that's probably where I got that from. But if I say, so 10% of the project, up to 10% of the project. I think most of the people that will be reading this, I don't know for sure, but Legacy knows we're broke.
Yeah.
Legacy knows what our situation is amazed what we can do with 2 grand, so,
Mhm.
but I don't know how that affects
Right.
the
Yeah.
readers.
Yeah, and then 10%, I mean, even, 168,000, 10% 16, I'm good with that. I'd like to leave about 5 to 6,000 in the bank
Mhm.
as a emergency, somebody kicked the door in and we gotta get it fixed, or a pipe burst in the garage, we gotta get it
Yeah.
fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we've never taken that stuff out of building fund, but
We would have, yeah, just some money for,
yeah, an emergency fund.
Yeah, we have to have something back. I want to be judicious about it. That's why, in my head, I thought we had more. So that's why I guess I had that 15 to 20 in there, but 10% of the project makes sense.
Yeah, because when we started this grant with county for the CDBG, I remember saying that, to use the full grant amount, we were gonna have to have our money reappropriated,
Right.
which we've only gone through one reappropriation, and we're getting ready to go through a second one,
Mm-hmm.
once they send this next check back.
All right.
Because right now, we're down to like pennies inside that account.
And they're gonna give us some of it back.
Yeah.
And then we'll feel like we can breathe a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah. So that is something that I would like to have a better handle on is, because you've not been controlling it, but that you've taken care of all that. I don't feel like you blindsided any of us or anything. It's just something that, oh, Joe's got it. I'm not gonna worry about it. But now I'm wearing a different hat, so I feel like I should sit down with you and have a 2-hour session and go over our finances more explicitly so that I understand them more. If it even takes 2 hours, because we have so few pennies to rub together.
and Tammy could give us a monthly report, couldn't she?
She did,
Okay.
if she remembers to.
Okay, so
I've asked,
I'll start asking.
yeah,
I'll
because
ask it.
I've asked for it, and and the thing is, she's so busy, and I hate to, ask her for stuff, especially,
yeah,
like she'll normally remember to do it when our meeting and the council's meeting falls on the same week,
Mm-hmm.
because then she's already in there printing off
What they need for,
their appropriation report, which includes all of our stuff too,
Mhm.
because we still fall under them. But then she'll, grab ours out as a separate thing. It's when we're
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, we're on a separate week of,
yeah. If we could just make it something she just automatically does is, on
Yeah.
the first week or whatever, pulls a report of that and sends a PDF.
Well, we can't make that, but we can request. I will request politely. I'll just say, I want, So, yeah, if you have any other thoughts before I turn this in, I'm gonna share, it won't happen today because I have rehearsal this evening and rehearsal tomorrow and all that kind of stuff, but I will share what I'm going to send before I send it. So if you have updates or feedback on ways to improve it, that would be much appreciated. I get kind of blinders on and focus on the immediate task at hand, and then I overlook sometimes the obvious. So I much appreciate the opportunity to collaborate on.
Yeah.
If we can. Was there any other new business, you guys?
I don't think I had any.
Okay, because I printed the agenda before I even asked you.
Yep. I think
Because-
we're good. I think I've covered everything. We already ordered new cameras, so,
Mhm.
yeah, I think we're good. As far as
And do we have any legal reports?
Nope.
Either. Tony? Announcements? So, upcoming meeting, the Tuesday, November 3rd meeting will be moved to Tuesday, November 10th at 2026 at 6 PM.
Mhm.
Any other business?
Nope.
Open forum? Do we have any
Nope. Nope.
comments?
Oh, nope.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I second the motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Started at 4:01, or no, we started at 4.
We started right on the button.